Fittingly named in part for its considerable elevation. We're at Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. To kick off, here's Riley Patterson. And off we go from Denver. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. From midfield now. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing 3rd and long. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be good for a Denver first. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
They're now set for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Tajay Spears. And they make the stop, but a lot closer to the end zone now. He got it to the 11. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Straight ahead with Williams. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Williams has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Spears trying this straight ahead. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Here's Williams. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Broncos finish up an excellent opening series. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established and into top gear right here early on.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Into the hands of Elijah Moore. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and 10 from the 41. Now a give on the counter. And this one does not go far. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. Thrown right, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos take over as he records his 10th career INT. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Mims with the grab. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
A run with Williams. And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
So now here's 3rd and 5. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Throwing from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25. They get 6 and a first down as well.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And he's able to drive them forward into the red zone. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Second and 3. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Third and short, he's taking the option right. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. No gain on the play, and that brings up a tough decision for them on 4th down. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Neither side separating much so far. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Now we'll see a field goal try by the Broncos. From 37 yards in the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Play action now for Herbert. Searching. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure. But instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos take a 3-possession lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Returning it from the 4. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. On the play fake, it's Herbert. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
When you ask a lot of your defenders on that field, it is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one goes for 25 yards. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Completed over the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's brought down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, but they're the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Herbert back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Man, that was a chain mover if he would have held on, Brock, but the contact just too much to do so.
Yeah, he's going to be disappointed in himself because you've got to make these contested catches, but I do give a lot of credit. An outstanding effort defensively to force that ball out.
And things just seem to keep snowballing for them. Now their special teams is involved. That's into the end zone for a touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
This finds Franklin. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A handoff to Williams. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd and 8. Dulcich hauls it in. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Spears running behind center. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. That one doesn't make it beyond the line. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Throwing now from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
This is Williams. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tackle. Give him a yard back on the play. Now it's 3rd and 10. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. And it's the Broncos dealing with 3rd and still 10 to go. Trying to throw here out of the gun. State pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Now we'll see a field goal try by the Broncos. He'll try to connect on a 50-yarder. That's going to catch the crossbar and be sent backwards. No good. And the lead goes unchanged from 17.
That fooled me. He had it online. That wasn't the issue. Just didn't have the leg he needed. And the ball goes the wrong way as he's denied by the crossbar.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And this is a nice gain that stopped at the 47. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL. Back-to-back carries here. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Throwing on first is Herbert. It's caught. This is LAC-DEN. They gain 14 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Herbert on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. First time this game they've looked to him. And that'll bring up second down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Finds McConkey. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. It's Baron Browning who makes the stop. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. So now here's 3rd and 5. It's Herbert once more. And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Koo able to put it through. And the gap closes to 14 points.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. All right, snap and a quick kneel down, and the final few seconds are going to elapse here in our first half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Has this at the 6. He's stopped on the return at the 27.
The Chargers take over first down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll push forward for a small gain into the 31. It's a gain of 3 for him, and that brings up 2nd and 7. From the 31. Short pass brought in. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Drew Sanders that time on the stop.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Herbert with a blitz coming. Oh, brother, it's another interception at the 20. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos stretch their lead to 21. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
That one's complete, right side. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
New set of downs for him from the 46. They go play action. Here's Herbert. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So 2nd down coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Back to the air. Herbert. Moore's got it. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
3rd and just 2 to go. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a give to Spears. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Setting up a throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And he makes a fair catch well short of midfield. No return on that punt. And the Chargers will be set up with some great field position here. 1st and 10 from the 41. A tight end in motion now. They'll run the counter. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Oh no, they get him yet again! Pat Surtain has it! And the Broncos have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4? He probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for 7 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Spears trying this straight ahead. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. They run once more with Spears. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
They're going to stay on the ground with Spears. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Chargers take possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Tight end motioning right. They give it to him again. And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. The Chargers have it to start the 4th in a game that seems pretty far out of reach. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Simple dive up the middle. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, Well, sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. Trying to push this past the marker. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
Ball at the 33 for first down. To the air this time, Herbert. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos have it now on his 8th pick of the year.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kid, I knew it at the time. I think everybody did. We knew the Legion of Boom was special, right? That entire secondary, but their safety's ability, Earl and Cam, to come downhill, to make those tackles behind the line of scrimmage as he just did. Yeah, I mean, you appreciate great safety play like that.
He manages a couple, and they are right on the verge of it. 3rd and goal from the 1.
You know, how often do we talk about awareness, and it's always offense, offense, offense? Well, this is a great case for the defensive awareness. The ball went to a secondary ball carrier, and the defense was aware.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Broncos put up even more points in a win. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos grow their lead yet again. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31. Plowing up the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. If you get this game going right at the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Another carry for him. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Back to the well again. And this one doesn't go far. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. He puts some power on a deep one. This is brought in at the 15. They get 37 on the play. And the Chargers will have a first.
First down, Los Angeles.
Right up the gut. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
And he's over the line and in. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers making the scoreboard look a touch better. That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on first down, they go right back to the ground and score just one play later.
Yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that first down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Williams to start the drive. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. This is Spears heading left. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Spears running behind center. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos moments away from win number 12. Motioning one of the tight ends. Up the gut they go with Williams. And an opening doesn't materialize. He's cut near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and that brings up 3rd and 9.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
A handoff to Spears. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back. And this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect a timeout coming any moment now.
Lining up to take a knee on second down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So it's a win for the Broncos. And they end the season on a great note, Brock, with a W in the final chapter of this year's campaign. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.